Well, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a great weekend. So, okay, yep, 2 o'clock on this Tuesday, the 10th of February, 2026. I'm JP and my friends call me Jeeps. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. And today we will be playing some Le Mans Ultimate. Tuesday, new rotation in the races and tracks available. So far, not impressed because I really hate this outer Bahrain circuit. I hate Bahrain, anything to do with it, but yeah. So, not a fan of this track here. And I don't know if it's just me, but I click on hosted and no servers found. I've closed the game, restarted the game, closed Steam, restarted Steam. No servers found. I don't know if it's a me problem or if it's an update problem. So if any viewers out there are aware of the issues, please let me know in the comment section what is going on here. And let's mention here, because it wasn't working yesterday, Viking donated a super chat of $50 US. Thank you so much for that. Special mention to you. There we go. So, hey Viking, it's the new update. Yeah, I know. But the game's updated, so why isn't there any... Why am I not seeing any servers? Or did it just go online and there's nothing? Because now I'm kind of afraid to host something if there's an issue here that the servers are down. Is it down for maintenance? How long is it? I'm looking for anything, couldn't find anything even in their Discord.
Viking Simmer says, I don't know.
Okay. Ooh, my text-to-speech is on the fritz again. So, let me see if I can't fix that.
Pukey2488 says, hey.
Hey, Pookie. Let's hope that fixes it. Not sure, but I am looking because I'm not happy. Not seeing anything. Nobody's talking about it. So I'm thinking it's a me problem.
Pukey2488 says, you hosting.
Well, I would, except as you can see, there is no hosted servers. So is there a problem or what is going on? I cannot see any servers.
Pukey2488 says, did it take money?
I haven't tried it yet. There's nothing. Usually I check out to see if there's any games first. Got a lobby code, but the lobby code isn't working. No hosted servers. And yet, Nothing posted in the known issues. When did this update go live? Does anybody know? People are not happy
The
because...
Viking Simmer says. This morning very early.
Oh, okay. So they should have had time to even address this. People are coming in now, no hosted server now, and we would have our championship race. So people, schedule their... Because you can schedule your server, and that's not working. I think they broke the game. I know that they were rolling out a tire update for the how do I know what version of the game I have?
Puki2488 says. How is the update 10 GB?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering here. How do I know which version of the game I have? It should be like 1.2.1 or 1.2.2. Where do I see what game version I've got? Or do I need to go back to the main menu here? I don't know where to find which version of the game I've got.
Puki2488 says. Like, am I downloading a copy of the game?
Yeah, I don't want games. Maybe my game's not updated and that's why.
Puki2488 says. On Steam.
Okay, let's get Steam out. Where is Steam? There we go. Library, I guess. And is it gonna be hidden? Let's move it aside. What's new? So it's version 1.2.3 patch. Okay. So it still doesn't tell me which version I've got. When I click on the things here, it just says brings me to the notes or the... Do I need to go to downloads? No, it doesn't say. There's only Fallout that needs an update. So the game should be updated, I guess. I can't see what version I have though. I don't know where to find show game details. That doesn't help, because even showing game details is not telling me. Properties? Nope. Updates. Automatic updates. Installed content updated February 10th at 9:34 a.m. So it's been updated. It doesn't tell me which version I have, but it's been updated. This morning. Full server hosted down. Yeah, everybody's starting to come in to say this, and okay, community support. All the hosted servers are missing. What's going on? Can you roll back? Nobody can find any
The Viking
hosted.
Simmer says, maybe do a race weekend.
Yeah, hosted issues have issues. Hosted servers have issues. Yes. Okay, so people are starting to talk about it now in the Discord. Yeah, okay, so it's not a me problem, it's an update problem. Damn. Means a hot fix on the way, folks. And hot fixes are not always good. Maybe do a weekend race. A race weekend. Yeah, well, that's what I was. Because I didn't really like the rotations, and I need to
The Viking
practice.
Simmer says, yep.
I need to practice my setup on Silverstone. That's a bummer, though. I was looking forward to hosting a server and maybe doing some more practice now. Man, if they don't fix it before Thursday, we're not going to have our Thursday night race. No, don't want any rain.
The Viking Simmer says, tires has changed, get ready for it.
Well, tires have only changed for the hypercars because they already changed the tires for the LM GT3s and the prototypes. So it was only the hypercars that remained to be changed. And that was what the update was supposed to be about. Wasn't supposed to be about removing the hosted servers. Oh, weather. I'm not even in the right tab here.
The Viking Simmer says, they fixed the bop on some cars.
Oh, did the McLaren get nerfed like everybody was talking about? I guess we're about to find out. Man, that's bad. Yeah, I'm taking a breather here.
The Viking Simmer says, I don't know, hoping you would find out. The Viking Simmer says, I'm getting on later tonight.
Okay, well, hopefully they roll out a hot fix before then. That would be appreciated, I guess. Okay, well, bummer. I am really, really not happy about the hosted server thing. Because it was also Dodgy Dino yesterday I was talking to that I wanted to race with him, and him being in Europe, now would be the time to play, but we don't have any hosted servers. And I hope it's not a fix that requires a week to fix. Because they're losing money if people paid to... and they have issues with their hosted servers. Well, this is gonna be...
The Viking Simmer says, you have tire warmers on.
Yep, I do. So yeah, what you're saying is I don't need to go around warming up my tires. I'm just warming up myself here, trying to get back into it. I had such a bad practice yesterday. Like, I keep telling everybody my car's...
The Viking Simmer says, LOL yeah.
Yeah, you saw my time of 65 seconds. Well, the thing is that every lap that I did, I cut the track so the lap wouldn't count. So you could say that I'm used to cutting the track all over the place, because I never cut the track exactly at the same place twice.
The Viking Simmer says, I had a great practice and yes, I seen your time.
And the only time that counted was the one that we had to wait here to start the train. So we waited here, and by the time I crossed the line, it took a minute that we were waiting here to start the train, so that's how I got my my 65-second time. So basically that's 3 minutes and 10 seconds, roughly, a lap time. But not only that, but twice in the race I lost the control of the car out, which I wasn't happy because my car is usually extremely stable. Like, not once did I lose control since I've been using it.
The Viking Simmer says, yeah, you spun in front me and I went past you.
So twice I spun out yesterday, which never happens to me in this car setup. Well, not this car setup, because I changed it. And no matter what I did, the car didn't feel right. It wasn't like I said, it was extremely safe, but I wasn't fast because it's not holding the track like I wanted it to. So yesterday my times were really, really bad. And the race was just, I did not do good. But after the race, they look at everybody's footage and look at where they can do improvements and stuff, and I'm like the only one that they don't do that because I got too much stuff to criticize. Like, they don't get paid for that, so...
Puki2488 says, you have smoke screen.
Yeah, I know, because I'm currently having a smoke break here. I'm trying to digest the fact that we don't have any hosted servers. Okay, let's get serious with this setup. I'm not liking my level 4, I'm liking the level 2 and level 3s. I'm trying to make the car edgier at level 4, but I'm having a hard time controlling it. But it turns a lot better though. But I also tried trimming down on the rear wing, and that's hindering a lot. I think on this track, full wing is required. Because there's so many corners that there's not enough straights to make up for the loss of speed.
The Viking Simmer says, yeah, I like the setup.
Well, your setup. I don't know your setup. But I went and found, what is it, SimRacer Arnaud. And took his level 1, 3, and 5.
Says, well, mine. The Viking Simmer says, I can give you it.
Well, I'm willing to try it out. Because Arnaud has a way of doing things that I don't...
Simmer says, yes, that's how I got mine.
Oh, okay. Unfortunately, I was looking for one for Sebring and couldn't find it. I need to know how to set up this car for a super bumpy track. But so I'm trying out Arnaud's setup.
The Viking Simmer says, I have it.
And there's some things that he does that I don't necessarily agree with, but I'm trying it out. Like, I'm trying to create my level 4 by having something in between 3 and 5. And it's not working. It's not working as good as the 5, and it's not working as good as the 3. But it's working better than what I used to have, if you can imagine that.
The Viking Simmer says, yes, I have it as a baseline, but I have a better setup now than what he has.
Oh, okay. And I find that You know, I've played a lot of against the AI, and when I come back to the single player version of this game and then go to online racing, I find that the car doesn't necessarily behave the same way. The traction on the pavement is not quite the same. I'm finding that there's differences in the game physics. But yesterday I learned something about this corner here, because I always like this one, but I always take it fast here and slow here.
The Viking Simmer says. He even says that he isn't quick, but he has safe setups. It's still up to you to get the better feel.
Yep, that's true. He does say that it's a baseline. That's kind of why I'm trying to play around with it. But I'm not happy with my level 4 yet. But I'm just trying to get a feel for it. But I'll try yours if you want to send it.
The Viking Simmer says. But his baseline, if you buy it, is a great start and you only pay one time.
Oh, but I looked into that and some of them are super expensive. And I tried different cars on different tracks and
says, hey.
It would cost me a fortune. Hey, Justin, how are you today? They broke the game with the update. I guess the best way to find out how badly this car is would be to try it on
Justin
Le
Slim
Mans.
Friesen says. How so?
Well, there's no hosted servers. The hosted servers don't work. So we may not have our race Thursday night because there's no hosted servers.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Really? LOL. Justin Slim Friesen says. Wow.
So I learned a couple of things about this track yesterday that I need to learn how to do as well. So it's not only working on my setup, but I need to rethink how to drive this track. Just in one location. Everything else is pretty good. But going through the S's, I'm easily losing a second or two there, so I need to work on that. And here too, here I need to go wide, I need to cut in, and I need to accelerate. Which usually I do a big turn in there. And here too, you have to go wide and then slowly, gently go inwards, which I need to work on. Yeah, there's a couple of things I need to so looking at the replays and seeing what they do, but navigating this S here is the hardest thing for me. Oh man, my car will not hold that corner. Dang it. Downshift here, and here is where I need to go slow, and then accelerate
Viking
starting
Simmer
here.
says, that's what they call it.
Yeah. Okay, this setup is not working. Let's go back to 3. I think that'll be my safest bet for the race. If we have one. Not sure we're going to have a race now. Yeah, they're going to have a lot of tickets for the hosted servers.
The Viking Simmer says, they should have it fixed by end of day.
That's what they're saying, or they should? Is that being hopeful, or... It might be just that the guy is not resetting the servers. He forgot to click the reset or run the hosted server part. The guy's sleeping at the switch, but it's gonna cost them.
The Viking Simmer says, they are pretty fast on fixes.
Well, the thing is hosted servers, you're paying for them, right? So it's never good publicity when you have a feature that people are paying for and it's broken, as in it's not working at all. I didn't stop enough there. I need to brake more, turn in, and
yes, that will be top priority.
yeah, because it's kind of like, well, yeah, we're making a sim racing game, but it doesn't work with any of the wheelbases. But you can play it with your joystick. People wouldn't be happy about that. It would not be good PR. See, it holds it a lot better in 4th here. I don't know what I'm doing to... here, go slow, and start accelerating here. Will it hold it? No, it's not holding it. I don't know how the guys do it. The guys start accelerating full throttle through that last bend there, and I can't get my car to hold the curve. Do I need to be like in 2nd and keep it floored?
Justin Slim Friesen says, seems like LMU made some gig change to the limbo. JC is spinning a lot.
Really? People were hoping that they would just touch the McLaren, but if they touched the Lambo...
The Viking Simmer says, really? Justin Slim Friesen says, yeah, very odd.
See, going wide and turning in there saves a lot of time. So that one I can do. It's the bloody S's that I have a hard time.
7.00.
It's through this part here that I'm not getting. Okay, I think that's what was saving me time there, so okay. Go down into second before the curve and start accelerating like crazy. But gently. I can't floor it like they do.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Still need some work to get down to Dale's time though.
Well, I'm not looking for Dale's time. I'm looking for my times. Like, if I can stay within 5 seconds of everybody else, I'll be happy with that. I know it's a lot, but
Time 2:06.57.
Justin Slim Friesen says. My first message didn't go through.
no, I guess not. So I need to be coming out faster out of that corner, which means I need to go in slower. And I need to watch my bloody track limits. Not one of my laps counted yesterday. Like, Viking was the first one out. I was following him, and none of my laps counted. Ooh! Dang it. Maybe I just need a lot more traction control with these setups.
The Viking Simmer says. So good news, my pedals shipped today, hoping to get them by Thursday morning with a new seat and haptics.
Whoa, wait a minute, You ordered a new seat, you were thinking about it, just shopping, so you decided
Justin
to
Slim
plunge
Friesen
in?
says, I was working on Silverstone a bit this morning. Got the car feeling pretty good. The Viking Simmer says. But I'm not going to change them out till after the race.
There's not gonna be any raises because the hosted things don't work. I know you're optimistic that they'll fix it before the night falls, but if it's not somebody sleeping on the Switch, they're gonna have to roll out an update. So everybody's gonna have to...
Justin Slim Friesen says, really? W working is being blocked, WTF. The Viking Simmer says, oh yeah, I got the ERS2 seat from Next Level Racing.
Still haven't figured out that corner.
Lap 2, 10.72.
The Viking Simmer says, that corner you need to hit that inside curve but not too much.
Yeah, I know I need to hit it, but I need to go wide. I need to brake more, is what I need to do.
The Viking Simmer says, you will see where to put your tire.
Ooh, coming in too fast. So I need to go out here, brake, turn in wide and floor it, but do it better though. It's like you turn the car and you floor it while hitting the curb, which is not the way that I usually have a habit of doing it. I have a tendency of turning the corner, doing a half moon, and sometimes I hit the curb and sometimes I don't.
Lap 2, 0, 6.64.
And it has everything to do like what they were saying about this corner here. Going slow and then you start accelerating on your way out. Because every time you have a long stretch, the sooner you get on the gas, the more speed carries through. Oh, I just did a purple, which won't count because now I went off track. So it's the same thing with that other corner, because you start accelerating and it carries through to a longer distance. So usually I come in fast here and I come out slow. But if I could turn the car enough and start accelerating here earlier, instead of starting to accelerate here, then I have more speed when I get to the end of this straight. And a wide turn here and turn in. Without going over track limits. So a couple of corners I need to work on.
That time was a 2:06.76.
But I'm happy because I am close to that 2.5 that I want to be in. So I'm having more success with the level 3 than the level 4 or 5. Although sticking the brakes here in front of everybody is not going to necessarily be a good thing.
That time was a 2:07.07.
And that's how I want to take it.
That time was a 2:05.
See, that's the kind of timings that I want. I'm happy with that. I am super happy. Being at 2.5, being 5 seconds slower than everybody else is where I need to be at. I'm still going too wide there. Okay. So how can I work on this? Okay. So let's say save setup as number 4. Whoa, why did it not do that? Okay.
The Viking Simmer says, don't shoot for the bottom, shoot for the stars, it's your setup.
And then we take level 5. We compare. Then we go here and start comparing. So let's bring it down. Yeah, the traction control, I want to keep it as is. Let's meet us halfway here. Let's go halfway here. Let's keep the rear as is, though. And let's keep that as is. And let's save that as 4. Okay, let's try it. You SOB! You wrecked my car! I need to bump up the AI a bit.
920.26.
Not by much, but just a little tad.
The Viking Simmer says, to get faster you should be halfway through the pack in qualifying, that way you can learn to pass and get faster.
Yeah, see, Viking, I have to be reasonable with my expectations. And, yeah, I know I'm not there and I'll never be there. But I do have one thing going for me, you know. Is that I finish my races most of the time. So just, even though I finish in last place, I'm still ahead of 10 other people that did not finish. So I'm
Viking
doing
Simmer
something
says,
right.
I'm not saying you're not going to be an alien.
No, I'll never be an alien.
The Viking Simmer says, true.
You know, if I can stay consistently at 2.5, I might end up halfway up the pack, you know. And not just halfway up a third of the pack, because everybody behind me did not finish. You know, like I said, if I'm fighting for last place, I'll be happy with that. Okay, I tried bouncing off of him.
The Viking Simmer says, I'm not going to be an alien, but I love to get more knowledge of the track and how to get faster. The Viking Simmer says, LOL.
Well, see, that's what I'm trying to do here. I was looking at them and the advice that they were giving, and I know how I drive on this track, and, I agree, with those three places that I'm trying to work at. Like, even with my other crappy setup, I'm able to do 205. But I would like to do it consistently close to it and taking the track like you're supposed to. Not just winging it and praying for the best at times. I'm going to set up another smoke screen here. Can we bump up the AI from here? We cannot. Okay, let me go back to the main menu then. Because I've already gotten a lot better, but, you know, you'll never see me doing, below the 2-minute mark. That's not going to be me. And if I can do 205 consistently, maybe, I'll be lucky and do a 204, on a good lap. I'd be happy with that. And if I can do it while staying alive in the game, so much the better. Where's the AI? Oh, AI strength. There we go. Don't want to bump it too much. I'm afraid that 95 might be too much. But maybe I can keep up with them. We'll see. I also got into an issue yesterday before you got there. I was trying to get, I don't know if you can see the overlay here for Discord. I was fiddling around before we started, and all of a sudden it
The
disappeared.
Viking Simmer says, it's 1 click per 0.1 SEC.
Oh, I don't know how that translates to anything there, but so by going up 3 clicks, I'm gonna be out of it. Because now they won't be turning 205s, they'll be turning 202s, which I won't be able to keep up with them. Which is kind of like what we're doing now, I guess. Most of the people there are turning 202s. Oh, man, I don't know why they put this rain in by default and having me to change it every time. That's super annoying. Oh, I forgot to look if they fixed the hosted races yet. Well, we'll go and see if people are hosted servers down 229, yes. No hosted
The Viking
servers.
Simmer says, LOL. The Viking Simmer says, all good.
Now the bot keeps putting, write a ticket, write a ticket. So at 311, which is now, why is LMU hosted servers not working? And the bot just says, fill out a ticket, fill out a ticket. We don't want to fill out a ticket. We want you guys to bloody fix it. You already probably have a dozen tickets telling you it's not working. Okay, car setup. Car setup. We are on level 3 by default, so assign this. Let's try to get a feeling for this. Although one thing I'll say about our new setting is that my tires seem to remain at a cooler temperature. Because if you take Coach Dave's Academies as a base and work on that, the tire, there's always one tire that gets too hot. And that was my issue yesterday. After 3 laps, my car, the front end won't turn anymore because it's boiling at 90 degrees. Yeah, they're just a little bit too fast for me now. Might have to bring it down a second, a 0.1 second. I'd like to kind of sort of sometimes catch up to them. Oh, I put on the gas too early. This one I already started doing though, going large here and cutting in. I was noticing that it was making me a lot faster online, catching up to people. It was the only place on the track where I can actually catch up to people. Oh, I completely missed that one. See, I have a tendency of going fast into the corner and coming out slow. Where you want to go slow in and fast out. Which is usually my rule of thumb. But I've gotten into some bad habits. And I need to work on those.
The Viking Simmer says, the package from SimUcube weighs over 37 pounds, 16.78 kgs.
Okay, yeah, those are heavy. And from what I remember, you have plenty of room to put it, because, I mean, it's about this long, you know, if you think about it. So with people that have their rigs up against the wall, they would have no room for those pedals. Like, I don't even know if they would fit here in my rig. They'd probably, you know, go up against the wall here, barely, just fitting if they do fit.
208.00.
The Viking Simmer says, oh yeah, I have miles of room.
Yeah, it's not my case. And I can't move my chair back because my bed's behind there and my bed's up against the other wall. Oh, I missed it. But on the other hand, like if I was gonna go with an active pedal set like you, I would definitely be making my own. You know, like the steering wheel doesn't come in at much of a price difference other than maybe 50 bucks. But building your own active pedals comes in about like 500 bucks for two. Or was that per pedal? I think it's per pedal, so I mean 500 bucks versus 2,700. I mean that's a saving of 2,000 bucks. You know, so it's kind of worth it making it my own. But I was looking at
The
them.
Viking Simmer says, but mine is ready out the box.
Yes, true, I know. And not everybody has the DIY experience to fool around with that kind of stuff. But the other thing that I saw is that people were able to modify that to make it like a double-decker bus. Meaning it takes up the same amount of room as a normal pedal set. So in my case, that's what I might have to do. But I was also seeing a lot of what people were doing. And unfortunately, the travel wasn't long enough. Like, you probably have 8 centimeters, which is...
Viking Simmer says, this looks better for your skill level, the AI.
Oh, well, I'm not even seeing other cars, so I guess it is. Like I said, it might be a little bit too much.
6.50.
The AI is closer to what I'm up against.
The Viking Simmer says, the times.
Yeah, I know that's... But I need to bring it down a tad. Because I like to be able to follow the car in front of me and get into the habit of doing the race lines. Otherwise, it's like I'm all by myself on the track. And if I don't concentrate,
The Viking Simmer says, you will in the race.
well, not really. Because if you saw me yesterday, I got separated from the pack fairly
The
early.
Viking Simmer says, you just follow the next fastest car.
Yeah, but no, because it didn't take long. After a lap, I'm here and you guys are way over there. So I'm not getting into good habits of the flow of the track. Like, it's easier for me to build up muscle memory if I can just follow the car in front of me around the track. Like they do with the train thing, you know? That's what they're trying to do with the train thing. Except that by the third corner, I'm already like 5 seconds behind everybody.
Lap 208.42.
That's when I really noticed that my car setup was really not good. Because there's no way that I can turn these corners and keep up with everybody. Like, I need to go around 10 times around the track following somebody to get into the groove. And to start correcting my mistakes and to find a rhythm on the track and proper race lines. I'm never catching up to anybody here, so this is... I might as well have it at 200% because it doesn't make a difference for me. I keep missing this one. See, that's how I normally take it. But when there was the Lexus in front of me, I was able to take it properly. Like I wanted to take it. Whereas this one I can pretty much take it like I want to. But that other one I'm struggling with it.
That time was a 206.72.
See, if I could take it like that every single time, I'd be happy with it. But I'm not used to turning that sharply.
Time 2:05.67.
See, if I can do those three things, I'll be consistently in the 205s, which I'd be happy with. Oh, am I catching up to somebody? No, my truck will not count.
Time 2:05.15.
I think this setup is working better for me now.
The Viking Simmer says, have you ever thought of VR?
Yes. And we've spoken about that. It's the one thing in this car that annoys me is not being able to look at where I'm going. Sure, I got the triple screens, and by the way, I'm only playing on the single screen currently, because I was trying to get the overlays to work with Discord. But I like looking to where I'm going, and I can't do it here. Oh, missed this turn completely. Fell into my bad habits. Dang it. See how much time I'm losing by missing out on that corner?
The Viking Simmer says, yeah, I understand.
But, you know, how can I say? I used to be an experimental lab rat when VR first came out. I can go into specifics. We wanted to use the technology to teach aircraft mechanics to work on aircraft engines. So we wanted to do everything in VR 3D. That way they can't really screw up real aircraft engines, you know. But when I was hooked up to that, I looked like a paraplegic because you lose real world notions, and you become afraid to bang into anything. So your hands and arms, everything's like super close to you because you're afraid of banging into anything because you can't see the real world. Oh man, missed this corner again. See, this is why I need to make the AI a bit slower so I can follow them and just get into the good habit of going around the track properly here. So I do know that I get seasick and motion sickness and all that kind of claustrophobic kind of stuff wearing goggles. Obviously the quality of the image and all that has gotten better. So I don't know if it actually reduces all of the issues I had with it 25 years ago. I mean, for me it would be kind of expensive because I mean basic goggles are like $500, which is a big investment for me. And if it's something that I can't use, then I mean that for me it's a big expense that's down the tube. Unfortunately, a place like I'm living here, I don't get the chance to try stuff out. You know, if I was living in Montreal or Quebec City, there's probably a shop that I could go to, a computer shop, and try that kind of stuff out. And see if I like it and that kind of stuff. And if I could take that corner every single time like that, I'd be happy.
Lap 206.56.
Oh, I'm going too wide. That will not count. Bummer. But yeah, if I could move my head around and keep looking at where I'm going at all times and seeing it clearly, I'd be happy with that. I don't know how much different it is from the triple screen though. Like, can I get my eyes around the safety nets that are in the cockpit? I don't know. And if I can't, then it's not really worth me getting goggles. but maybe just being able to tilt my head at where I'm going would help. I don't know. See, when there's a car in front of me, it's so much easier for me to do this turn. I don't know why that is. I think I've always been better in traffic than just me all by myself on the track. It's like something in my brain turns on. Okay, I still go off track there, but I become a madman in traffic. I'm really trying to push the tires here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring the AI down a notch. I went up 3, maybe bringing it down 1 would help. Or maybe I just needed to bring it up a notch. Who knows? But I'm liking this setup, but I'll try yours if you want to send it. Eventually. Yeah, let's bring it down a notch. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna set up a final smoke screen and I've never even gotten to the race, so I don't think it's... Oh, something that we did want to check though. I know it hasn't been back yet, but let's just check it anyways. Yep, no servers found. So I have a feeling that they are going to have to roll out a hot fix, which means another update. And that's really bad for this game. I don't know who was thinking what, who tested this out before it actually came out. But somebody dropped the puck somewhere. This is major. And I think somebody needs to be fired. Yes, we're all humans. Yes, we all make mistakes. But this is a stupid mistake that should not have happened.
The Viking Simmer says. Yeah, it's BS, but what can we do?
Well, good question, my friend, because I'll answer by saying this. What would Donald Trump do? He would slap on a tariff 200% for the price of this game just because it's not made in America. Not that Americans are the biggest.
The Viking Simmer says. Very true.
Not that the Americans seem to be the biggest um, uh, enthusiast of this game. Seems mostly Europeans. Like, I haven't seen many Asians either, so it's not like I see a room full of Chinese people in these lobbies. Heck, you don't see that many Japanese for that matter. You a-hole. Cutting me off like that. I wonder if the Corvette got a speed boost. I know how to take them slow, and that's what somebody was also telling me I need to do. Is go around the track slowly, and then from there you work your speed up. So you brake early and then slowly you start braking later and later. By default, I really need to put some more traction control on this stuff. See, just turning it down 1% made a big difference. If I can follow the cars like this, but never actually catch up to them, this would be great. Sorry, not paying attention. Just as the lap is starting. I do pick my moments. It's like I'm in way too fast and then I overshoot everything. Like, I was proud being able to carry the speed throughout those S's, but in the end, I'm saving like 1/10 of a second, and I'm losing out on a full second coming out. Sometimes slower is faster.
The Viking Simmer says. You will get it, just keep trying more and more, it will come to you.
Yeah, I have to keep thinking about it though. Whereas when I'm driving with other cars, it just comes naturally. I don't know why that is.
Lap 208.23.
Oh, my track's not gonna count again. Darn it. I really wish my tires would grip more. I'd really like to be able to put the car on the track where I wanted it. Makes for a fun game though, honestly. If it was too easy, then I guess people would get bored out of it. There's always it's a challenging factor. See, I see all these other cars and they seem to be hugging the track. Whereas I feel like I'm driving a snowplow. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm used to motorcycles. You just lean in a little bit more to be able to turn the bike.
The Viking Simmer says, yes, I love this game, it definitely has what people like and it's the only one that you can crash in the pits with other cars.
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, you know, that's not a factor for me to play a game. The fact that you can crash into other cars in the pits.
The Viking Simmer says, it just adds to the realism to it for me.
Yeah, but then you get idiots like we had yesterday trying to block the pits, you know. That was a stupid thing.
The Viking Simmer says, I don't want to crash but just that I can and not ghost into other cars. The Viking Simmer says, true.
Fortunately, that kind of stuff hasn't happened all that often. And I'm kind of hoping that they took the servers offline on purpose because they're going to give us the ability to kick and ban people from joining our servers. And that would be nice if that's the reason why they are down today. But they should have put something in the footnotes. Man, I love driving with other cars.
That time was a 2:05.53.
This is my sweet spot. This is... This is the kind of thing I would like to do. find people online that are 94% AI. If that makes any sense. 95 is a little bit too fast for me. 94 is a sweet spot.
The Viking Simmer says, LOL.
See, I'm kind of catching up to them, but then I'm not. They're actually making me slower here, but see, on average, I'm a second and something off of 204, which this is kind of where I want to be.
Lap 206.33.
Oh, my lap will not count. Ooh! Oops. Yeah, this setup definitely needs more traction control for me. And I should be good with this. I'm still not turning as much as I would like to, but actually, you know what? Let's try something else. Oh, I'm already at 234. Damn. Okay. Thought it was 117. I can't really go more than that. That's gonna be way too much. Although, you know what? Maybe we could go a little bit more out on the rear. I feel like it's the front that's not turning enough, but if the front goes out,
The Viking Simmer says, If the front goes out, bring right height up 1 click. The Viking Simmer says. Or bring brake bias back 1 click.
Or both. Downshift when I wanted to upshift, but that's okay. I'm a lot more aggressive. I shouldn't be this aggressive. I feel like the first time I was playing this game, I was very aggressive when I first started this game.
9205.65. Lap 205.88.
I'm never this aggressive with people online. Ooh. That was very bad. Yeah, I'm not liking it so much anymore. It felt good the first couple of laps.
Lap 209.18.
But then all of a sudden I kind of feel like my tires are losing grip. And I just don't know if it's because I'm more aggressive. Well, he was being polite there. He let me go through. Trying to bang his door in. Okay, not sure about that last change. Sure, the car is turning a bit more. Maybe I should try what you're saying there and try the ride height again. But it's past 4 o'clock, so I'll take note of that. And try it this evening, and fingers crossed that they bring back the hosted servers. Otherwise, I'm not a fan of the rotation that they gave us this week. I mean, last week there was easily 2 races that I liked to do. But this week is like, well, you've got Rickard. What else have we got? I hate Bahrain. And wasn't there Imola? So okay, we have Imola. No, Imola is prototype. So yeah. Yeah, Rickards, which is a track that I'm not particularly fond of, but I don't hate it as much as I hate Bahrain. So basically, this is all I get to play all week. So, yeah. We need to get into championships at some point. Where's the WEC? How long are these races? 45-minute races. And how long are these races? What? Almost 2 hours. Oh, man. Kind of would like to do these, but at 100 minutes, it's a bit much. Yeah. 360 minutes. This is even worse. Okay. I'll sleep on this one, that's for sure. So, okay, folks. I'm gonna call it quits now. Make myself some supper, and I'll be back later on this evening. Although, I don't really know, because if there's no hosted racing, it's just me going around the track against the AI. I mean, okay, maybe we can race it. Oh, they're back! Somebody woke up. So we can host races again. So okay, we'll see how that goes this evening. So okay, at least we have something to do now. So again, a big thank you everybody. Thank you Viking so much. And hopefully guys, get to see you soon. Bye for now.